Hello everyone and welcome to my Bachelor Nation 24 channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Chrisley family returns with new show without Todd and Julie. The Chrisley family of Chrisley Knows Best fame is going to make their return to reality television very soon. However, two prominent members of the family, Todd and Julie, aren't quite going to be as involved in the same way as they were in Chrisley Knows Best. In addition, more information has come out exploring what fans can expect from the new series. Fans first met the family from USA Network's Chrisley Knows Best. Audiences were introduced to the Chrisley family through the reality series of the same name. The USA Network series starred Michael Todd Chrisley, a real estate tycoon, his wife Julie, and their children. The original series ran from 2014 to 2023. During its run, the show also inspired some spin-offs, like Growing Up Chrisley, which lasted 4 seasons. However, the family will soon make its return to television. According to People, a new series revolving around the family has been greenlit at Lifetime. At this time, the project doesn't have a name, being dubbed the Untitled Chrisley's Project. This comes out around 2 years following the end of their USA Network series, which ran for 10 seasons. The series will follow the family after Todd and Julie were sentenced to a combined 19 years after facing charges of tax evasion and bank fraud. The show's official logline touched on this, noting, "The Chrisleys don't know best anymore, but they're doing their best to be there for each other." The family faces the challenge of carrying on the Chrisley name and legacy on their own with only phone calls and brief visits with their incarcerated parents. The show is expected to follow Chrisley family members as they deal with the fallout. This includes Chase, Savannah, Grayson, Chloe, and Nanny Faye. The new series will explore the fallout of Todd and Julie's imprisonment. Following their imprisonment, the family has been looking for ways to help Todd and Julie and share their story. This will be touched on with the new show. As the description continued, while Savannah maintains custody of her younger siblings, Chloe and Grayson, she has been fighting tirelessly for a presidential pardon to free her parents. Meanwhile, Chase is addressing some life struggles while building his new business and navigating his relationship with girlfriend Jody. Reportedly, the series is also set to explore the raw truth of their lives, past and present, and the reality is far different from what audiences have seen before. As the statement continued, the family faces a critical point in their lives that will either make the family bond stronger or leave it shattered forever. This series delivers an unfiltered, deeply personal look at their journey. The new series also introduces the real Chrisleys as they navigate this new chapter. The new series is expected to come out later this year. Savannah and Chase Chrisley will also serve as executive producers for the upcoming show. They once ruled the reality TV roost with Southern charm, bold bling, and a house full of hilarious chaos. But after a long silence and a scandal that turned their world upside down, the Chrisleys are back. And this time, they're flying without the ones who started it all. That's right. Chrisley Knows Best is no more, but rising from the ashes of prison time, tabloid headlines, and personal reinvention comes a brand new unscripted show, Growing Up Chrisley, the next chapter. Only this time, Todd and Julie are notably absent. In a surprising twist of resilience and reinvention, it's the kids, Savannah, Chase, and even Grayson and Chloe, who are stepping into the spotlight. And while the show promises the same mix of Chrisley comedy and heartfelt moments, it's got a very different beat. Grit replaces glamour, growth replaces gossip, and healing is front and center. A legacy interrupted. When Todd and Julie Chrisley were sentenced to prison in 2022 for financial crimes, it felt like the end of the Chrisley dynasty. The larger-than-life couple, once the anchors of USA Network's flagship family show, disappeared behind bars, leaving fans heartbroken and curious. What would happen to the family? For months, Savannah Chrisley gave updates through her Unlocked podcast, revealing the emotional toll the legal battles, and the deep sense of betrayal the family felt. But behind the tears was something else: determination. The Chrisleys might be down, but Savannah made it clear they weren't out.
The rise
And
of
now,
the new
Chrisleys,
Chrisleys,
growing up Chrisley. The next chapter isn't just a spinoff, it's a reinvention. The new series, set to air on a major streaming platform this fall, follows Savannah as she juggles life as a 20-something entrepreneur, single guardian, and sudden matriarch of the family. Chase, with his usual flair for chaos, tags along with his own dreams of independence and, of course, getting into trouble. Grayson, now in his late teens, struggles to make sense of the world without his parents around, while little Chloe adds a touch of sweetness and innocence to every scene. Gone are the over-the-top marble foyers and designer closets. Instead, viewers will see a tighter, more intimate version of the family. Savannah's townhouse becomes the new Chrisley compound, filled with mismatched furniture, takeout dinners, and the kind of laughter that only happens when you've cried together first. "We're not pretending everything's perfect anymore," Savannah said in a recent interview. "We're showing the raw, unfiltered version of our lives. No scripts, just survival and healing. A different kind of drama." While the original Chrisley Knows Best often showcased Todd's sarcastic parenting and Julie's serene support, this new series shifts the emotional weight to the next generation, and they've got plenty to unpack. From Chase's attempt to finally commit to adulthood, spoiler alert, I fail a lot, he laughs in the teaser, to Grayson's quiet rebellion, to Savannah's candid confessions about depression and pressure. It's clear that life without Todd and Julie has forced the kids to grow up fast. But don't expect all tears and tough talks. The Chrisleys can't help but bring the laughs. In one early scene from the premiere, Savannah catches Chase trying to turn her garage into a man cave/crypto headquarters, complete with neon lights, a broken recliner, and a snack bar that's mostly beef jerky and expired protein shakes. This is not Shark Tank, Savannah deadpans. It's more like Squirrel Pond. Chloe, now old enough to deliver her own zingers, chimes in. He's not a businessman. He's a business mess. What about Todd and Julie? Despite their absence, Todd and Julie's presence looms large. Their prison sentences, 12 and 7 years respectively, have become a central pillar of the family's new reality. Letters from prison are read on camera. Phone calls from behind bars become emotional touchstones, and flashbacks to old home videos offer poignant contrasts between the past and present. It's weird, honestly, Grayson admits in one confessional. One day you're getting grounded for sneaking out, and the next, your dad is calling from federal prison asking about your math grades. Still, Savannah insists the show isn't about pity, it's about perseverance. "We wanted to make something that honors them, without glorifying what happened," he says. "They're still our parents. We love them. But we're also figuring out who we are without them calling the shots." A new kind of fame. The Chrisley kids are no strangers to fame, but this time, they're building something of their own. And the response so far has been explosive. Social media buzz is already calling it the most anticipated reality comeback of the year. Fans are flooding Reddit and TikTok with theories, support, and even requests for a Todd prison cameo. No word yet on that front. Critics are also taking note. One early review from a streaming insider called it shockingly raw and disarmingly funny, like a southern version of the Kardashians with a criminal record. The kids, for their part, are just happy to be back on screen, on their terms. "No more pretending," Chase says. "No more filters. Just us. Trying to make it." The road ahead. Whether this new chapter becomes a long-running franchise or just a healing project for a wounded family, one thing is clear. The Chrisleys are rewriting their story and inviting the world to watch. And while Todd's snarky one-liners and Julie's calm presence are deeply missed, the show proves that family can evolve, even under the most difficult of circumstances. In one of the show's most heartfelt moments, Savannah looks into the camera and says, "They taught us how to fight for what we love. Now it's our turn to do that." Not just for them, but for ourselves. It's not the Chrisleys we once knew. It might be better.